Khaleela's voice note to Anne Frank-Poet MuhammadUsmanJamaie, translated and voiced by NoorMuqadusImran. Anne Frank, I am Khaleela. In my sweet 16s, once me too tried jotting down the diary. Some pages were read too. On them were written a lot many parables, of walls smashed down by bombardment, of infants winning relentlessly in the lap couches of their mothers, of the fathers not mourning even on the funerals of their beloved martyred sons. Tales of the swaying of the tricolored flags made up from the ashes burnt gowns, of the desperate appetite of some loaves of bread after exhausting days of starvation, of the tales of laughters chanting freedom anthems in the darkness of atrocities, of the tales of seeking shelter in camps from the heavens smashed down to ashes. Dear Anne, some leaves from my unheard diary were burnt to ashes by the fire showered from skies. Some leaves soaked in the blood of my infant sibling, who was hardly a year old. Some of the leaves were colored red in blood in the futile efforts to stop the thick blood dripping out of the fatal wounds of my father. Neither the blood could be stopped gushing out, nor could I save my father's life. One day, frightened, I ran impulsively, blowing the remnants of my diary in the blazing wind. And then one darkest night, in the torchlights of the cellular phones, the doctors excited both my wrists, having corroded lesions. The crutches of my desires were also cut off. The next day, while looking at my amputated wrists, I wistfully gazed at the pen kept there on the writing table, and then I wept, silently, hopelessly. Oh, dear Anne, you too could hear the uproar of the war aircrafts, uproar of the atrocities imposed by the oppressor, and that of the unshot shrieks of the oppressed. Why, this very first voice note could be the very last one, possibly, as the uproar of the war plane is a death toll for me.